for someone like Taylor who loves all different kinds of junk foods, what are 3 easy, tangible, digestible tips that you would give him to change his life?
Yeah, number one, Taylor, it's about balance. It's not about being perfect. I know he loves his food. We were talking about that earlier. It's about meeting you where you're at. So I would say the first thing is, what can we do to neutralize all the acid that those foods are doing? Because every time you eat something, that food's going to do one of 2 things in the body. It's going to strengthen you or it's going to stress you. And that's why people go for these comfort foods. They don't comfort you. They might give you that instant gratification because of the sugar, but what happens is they only stress your body out more. So I would say the very first thing he needs to do is drink more water, and not just water, turn that water into acid-kicking water. So we just put a little scoop of green powder in his water. Now that greens is super alkalizing. It's a very easy way. You said digestible. It's so important that we get these ingredients into the body, into the blood. We have to understand, you're not what you eat, you're what you digest, absorb, and assimilate. And most people's guts are so acidic and inflamed, even if they're putting the best foods in, are they getting those foods and nutrients into the body? So what I love about this for Taylor is it's a very easy way, quick, within 30 seconds, you got that into the body. It's gonna energize you, but the best part about it, it's gonna make him feel better, so he's gonna wanna go on. That's the key thing. So number one, I would do that. Number 2, you got to get some form of movement. When we move, we feel better. We're going to want to make better choices in our lives. There's a saying, motion is emotion. So I mentioned the rebounder. That's one of my favorite forms of exercise because it's inexpensive. You can get a rebounder for $50, and that's something you can do in your apartment or your home. And literally every single morning, I wake up, my whole family, we do a green juice, takes 30 seconds, and then I go right to my rebounder and I bounce for 10 minutes. What I love about the rebounder is it gives me energy, it gets motion into my body, and I just feel better mentally, emotionally.
God damn it, Dr. Daryl. Now Michael's going to go buy a trampoline.
I'm on it. Add to cart Amazon, yeah.
Exactly. And the third thing is that we have to look at diet. You know, I always say you can't supplement your way out of a bad diet. So whatever you're doing now, how can we make that a better version of that food? It doesn't have to be the best version. It has to be a better version. And when that's a better version, in turn, that's going to make you a better version of yourself. So instead of having the milk chocolate Nestle's Crunch Bar, which I used to eat growing up and loved, obviously milk chocolate is loaded with sugar. It's loaded with dairy, which is very mucus forming. It creates a lot of acid. So what would be a better version of that? 100% dark chocolate. What would be the best version of that? Raw cacao. So in the book, we have about 20 different ways or the top things that we typically would eat. And we give you those different swaps that basically taste good, even better, but it's going to have a much better effect on your body.